That's my phone. Sorry. Okay, I hope this is copyright free. Probably not. Hello, and welcome to this game called Overwatch, where we're doing things with heroes. 6 players against 6 players on a head-to-head battle. Waiting for one player to join in, but I don't think he's really joining in. This could be a tactical timeout. Oh, but he came in at the last moment. Dun, dun, dun. No! Okay, there we go. It ended on its own. I was like, oh man, if this doesn't end, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we got our last player. What? I don't know what's going on right now. They're saying that Bobby is in their Discord. Oh no, is he in my stream? Get out, you nerd. Oh wait, I'm a nerd. No! What have I done? We're readying up. Okay, entering the game. Game 1 of match 1 on Busan. We will see things that have never been seen before in the history of Overwatch. Let me just check and make sure that everything's all fine and dandy. Yep. Waiting for teams to assemble. We do see Ashe, Zarya, Ana, Brigitte, a Reinhardt, and a Mei. Mei gonna do good work at denying early pushes. And we don't see the enemy team's comp just yet. But from what I can see from the Boozel boys, this is pretty good. Just give me a second so that I can lower down the master volume. That was a little too loud for me. And just switching to individual players. Gonna go into third person mode because that's always cool. I'm not sure why none of my commands aren't working. Oh well, we'll work with what we've got. Oh my god, this is an objective, so no one's defending. Wait, are they defending? No. No, they both push in at the same time. What are you thinking? Paper equals bad caster. Dive comp for Clemson Esports. Mei uses her ice wall to block off the Winston, but the Sombra does good work on the Reinhardt. Genji getting 2 opening picks, denying. Oh, actually, wow, Genji gets 3 picks, gets both healers. Zarya has to back off, but Genji goes off. Boozel boys, I almost said Rock Esports. That's awkward. That's a different competitive team. But Rock Esports goes for a change. They now have a McCree instead of an Ashe. Still could possibly do good work, but Sombra and Genji are doing a lot of good work right now. Mei able to get the diva out of her mech, but Genji already has his mech, or not his mech, he already has his ult. Szechuan does good work with Reinhardt with his Earth Shatter, not getting too many, but he's able to deny the Genji. And now it looks like the Boozel boys are able to get onto point. Sombra and Winston using all of their ults, almost wasting them. Mercy reses, I believe that's the Ana, who previously used her nano boost, I believe. But Reinhardt going off. Sombra hacks the Reinhardt. Brigitte doing good work, getting damage, but gets taken down a little too low. Diva again out of her mech. Reinhardt still has not died, takes down the Sombra with the E ability. And this now means that the Boozel boys are gonna start racking up some more percentage on the control point. Mei can start a blizzard whenever time she wants, and Reinhardt actually builds up another Earth Shatter. Mei captures out the Genji and the Reinhardt. Genji brought down to half health. And interesting to see how Szechuan uses his Earth Shatter solely on the Genji and the Reinhardt, probably because they really wanted to deny him getting any more picks. If you remember that opening entry onto the control point, Genji I think was able to get 4 or 5. So not really something that you want to be seeing from a competitive team. Meanwhile, Zarya can release her grab, but waiting just a little bit. Haven't really seen too much going on from McCree. Does use his ult on the enemy McCree. Ana has to respawn though. Got taken down. Zarya kills the Zarya. McCree kills the McCree and the Zarya kills the Zarya. Well, this is just interesting to see. A bit of a clusterfuck for me as I have to pronounce that. But Ana slowly makes her way back onto the control point. Almost builds up enough for another nano boost, but Genji uses his ult solely to focus on the Ana. Not really doing enough work. That's the Zarya with the grab, and Brigitte and Rein star players as they're able to take down a majority of the players. Good grab by Zarya. Again, gonna try and build up her ult yet again by holding right click, but the Mercy actually is still alive. Mercy was gonna try and dive on the objective at the last second, and just didn't work out just as she expected. So 1-0 in favor of the Boozel boys. There's still a chance for Clemson Esports to rack up some more objective points and tie the game currently, but didn't really see too much from Clemson Esports after that opening Genji pick. It was really just the star player being the Rein, Szechuan, who really opened up using his grab on that second push. The Ashe could have been a problem. Didn't see too much action from Blue 2, but once he switched to McCree, I think he was able to get a lot of damage in. So we're gonna see a soldier for Sleever, and not too much else changes. A Diva triple tank actually. Hanzo being the only DPS. A Lucio instead of a Mercy, and also a Moira. Zarya flanks a little bit. Looks like she's gonna get some entrance damage. Ooh, could get taken down though, a little risky. Diva and Reinhardt. Oh, Reinhardt actually gets 3 people on us. Awaits back in spawn for the teammates to regain a bit of composure. Reinhardt does not yet have her grab, neither do any of the other teammates for the Boozel boys. So as far as the second push goes, Sleever possibly needs to open up and get some more DPS damage, but Bluetooth switches over to wow, why am I blinking on this character? Hello? Associated with death, does things where he shoots his shotguns looking for redemption. Moira uses her ultimate, takes down. Wow, am I really blanking on this? Do I have to look? Boozel boys get denied their push yet again. Okay, I'm gonna have a tab opened up to all of the Overwatch characters. Overwatch heroes, no! Oh my gosh. Okay, alright. Let's see. I don't really want an in-depth. Terrible caster here. Oh, meanwhile, sorry about that. It looks like the Reinhardt uses his Earth Shatter, blocks the Diva ult, and the Boozel boys have now regained the objective, and they're going to be starting to rack up a lot of stuff. I think they're just gonna freeze. They freeze the diva and are just gonna start clustering around here. And the Reinhardt just whacks her away. She gets sent back like a million feet. Still trying to look for... Okay, you know what? This isn't really doing too much. Heroes in Overwatch. Wow, I'm a real noob at this. Reaper. Oh my god. Why am I this terrible? Wow. Reaper does have his ultimate ability. Could press Q, but he's not gonna do it. May's gonna freeze Zarya. Zarya is the actual person to take him down. And the Boozel boys are down a healer, but again, Szechuan gets a lot of damage. On fire right now. What a man, gets his gets his Earth Shatter. Zarya has the grab, I think. Yep, Zarya has her grab. So they could coordinate some type of play, but they need to make sure that the Reinhardt doesn't have his shield to be able to fully utilize that. Hanzo, meanwhile, has been a bit of a challenge, as he's really just able to get a lot of stuff going on, but Reaper uses his ultimate, able to take down 2. Reinhardt gets another one, and unfortunately, I'm not sure... Oh, okay, sorry. Clemson Esports took back the point, but the Boozel boys just now regained site control. Bubba Gump returning back to the point. Again, slowly but surely. You can do it, dude. I believe in you. Sniping away at his teammates so that he can heal them. Oh my gosh! Szechuan runs into the enemy. Gets taken down by the Zenyatta. Brigitte going off, has the rally. Doesn't use it just yet. Diva gets out of her mech, and the Zenyatta gets taken down. But, where was that? Where was Hanzo's ultimate going towards? I really don't know. Yeah, I think he was just kind of shooting it off into nothingness. So 2-0 for the Boozel boys. Szechuan with the play of the game. And yeah, that was on the first map. Denies the Genji, gets nano boosted. Almost takes down the Sombra. About to get the Diva and the Ana at the same time. And that's the first map going the way of Boozel boys. So, a lot of forward momentum from them shutting down Clemson Esports. Dude, we haven't seen a Torbjorn yet. What the heck? Okay, I was about to say, are we playing Busan again? Maybe that's gotta happen. We gotta have a replay because the Genji didn't get enough picks. Maybe he's a Genji main. Oh, I think so. Rutrow. Oh, no. He's a team player. Good on him. I was like some one tricks that you see, like a Lucio main and top 500 who only has like 1,000 hours or something, and Lucio and no other characters. A bathroom break for Slippery Rock, and Slippery Rock not yet taking the L, which wasn't expected of me. But our next map is Hanamura, so we could see a Bastion, could see a Torbjorn setting up turret. Torbjorn had his character completely rehauled. His ultimate now shoots molten lava all over his enemies. I don't think... yeah, he can just automatically place down a turret using his shift ability now. And Scrap doesn't do too much. I think that just gives him temporary armor. And yeah, I mean, his E ability... Oh no, didn't his previous ultimate... He can use his previous ultimate whenever he wants to. It's like an E ability or like something like that. but I think we saw a wrecking ball towards the end of Busan just because they wanted to dive into the objective, try and capture it, but a little too late, almost like the Mercy on the first objective. Just too late, man. You gotta time that just right. That was kind of funny though, how I don't think the Zarya really noticed that the Mercy was there and that she was hiding, and then all of a sudden Mercy darts out of nothing. Zarya gets overwhelmed, just like freaks out. It's like, oh my god, there's a Mercy going onto the objective. Everyone like flips out and is just like, oh crap. Point's gonna get contested, but twas not a good push. So bathroom break is over for the Boozel boys. Pissing is complete, as you have heard from our man Sleever. Competitive. Oh, it's complete pissing. Why did I see that as competitive pissing? Oh my god. Alright, yeah. So is this a triple healer? Interesting. I think JT House is looking for a little bit of DPS sort of healer, because I mean Brigitte isn't really a dedicated healer, more so just as damage sort of DPS and healing sort of thing. That was a really good explanation. I'm really proud of that. So Zarya, Moira, D.Va, Brigitte, Reinhardt, and Lucio. Bit of a dive with the D.Va and the Lucio, but not a full complete dive. Stickers are being sprayed. A very nice D.Va spray right there. Some good skins. Seen some golden weapons, almost like golden legendaries. There's the Torp turret. Hopefully Boozel boys noticed that just in time. Moira actually takes it down, probably using her orbs of destruction, and Boozel boys just diving in onto the site. Already got site control. 4-2. Torp turret could take down Lucio. Yeah, Lucio does get taken down, but actually takes down the turret. So not too many people left on the objective. Zarya taken down, and a full reset for the Boozel boys. Not too much to work with. I believe they're just gonna wait and push in at the same time as they usually do, as they should do as well. The Torbjorn could be a bit of a problem for them, you know, in bronze and silver, and even in gold. Sometimes people don't know how to handle a Torb turret, or even a Torbjorn in general. But I don't think this should be a problem for the Boozel boys. Hanzo already gets his ultimate, but Reinhardt charges in, gets Hanzo. Holy crap. D.Va charging in as well, trying to go for the Zenyatta. Zenyatta gets orbed by the Zarya, but Zarya on point, trying to overwhelm the Reinhardt. Zarya against Zarya, not sure why the Zarya got nanoed. Interesting. This is probably just going to be a last resort, but Boozel boys really just have this. I think that Ana didn't really want to, or should have not done that. And Moira gets a little bit fed by the Sombra. Sombra gets caught out in her own stupidity. And Boozel boys are able to take objective A. Now moving on to objective B. Probably gonna see a the same comp, maybe a Bastion now. And again, Boozel boys just charging in very, very much so. D.Va gets taken down out of her mech. There's the Torp turret that I talked so much about. Boozel boys have a really good opportunity to at least get some percentage for the Torbjorn, but the Zarya uses her grab, and it looks like heroes are going to start trickling in for the Boozel boys. D.Va out of her mech, Zarya does have her grab. I'm sorry, that was the enemy Zarya who used her grab, but didn't actually grab anyone. I don't know. And now, Boozel boys wait for another attack. A Mercy switch for, who was that? I'm not exactly sure. A Widowmaker change for Blue 2 though. And Mei for Sleever, who was Lucio. Oh, you know what? I think Bubba Gump was Diva. So, not going for so much of a dive, but what? Brigida's already on point. Excuse me, just able to get the first quarter. Well, actually, that would be more of like a third. Reinhardt, haven't seen too much of, using his Earth Shatter to get the Reinhardt. Yeah, that was cool. That was a good push. Reinhardt just charges against the enemy. Reinhardt takes him down. Suicides at the same exact time. Mei getting a little overzealous and dies. So another reset for the Boozel boys. And they're really not going to have too many more opportunities after this. They do have 3 minutes, but that 3 minutes goes away very quickly. So I hope that we can see at least another good push before the Boozel boys have to start pulling out wacky strats. Again, the Widowmaker actually gets a pick onto Hanzo. Very good opening. And the Boozel boys now charge in. Zarya putting some pressure, uses the grab. No more ult. Sombra goes from behind. And the Reinhardt now has his ultimate, gets taken down by the Doomfist. And Widowmaker gets a pick onto Ana. Doomfist again doing more work. But I'm pretty sure that this point is going to go the way of Boozel boys. Wrecking Ball tries to go in, but doesn't buy too much time. Lucio again trying to do some more work, but Propaganda is useless for Sombra. What are the other ones? It's like Propaganda is useless. Well, I mean that's not her actual like saying. But that's funny how some people think that it is. That's like when Brigitte first came out and people were like, it's Brigitte, or like, it's Brigat, or it's what's another pronunciation of Brigitte? It's Brigitte, E-T-T-E. That's not a pronunciation at all. Quality casting again from me. I'm so great at this, guys. I'm really proud of my skills. So, Reaper for the Boozel boys instead of a Widowmaker. No Torb. So, you know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but I believe that Clemson Esports realized that their strat of having a Torb wasn't going to work out, so they kind of just switched off from that. And Torb is really easy to be countered just if you keep pushing in as a team. His turret doesn't have too much HP, so if you have long-range characters like Widowmaker or Hanzo who just do early damage onto it, and your team just pushes in onto the Torbjorn in his turret, then you're really not going to have too much of an opportunity for the Torbjorn to do too much work. So, oh, interesting spot for the Reaper. I think he's going to try, oh, a Pharah actually for Clemson Esports. Could try and go for the Widowmaker. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Go for the headshot, man. Oh! Oh my gosh, almost misses his shots, but gets the pick. That Maywall almost denies him entrance back from his team. It's almost like the Boozel boys didn't want the Reaper, but Szechuan gets a little overzealous, pushes in, and I think is able to get taken down. But that really opens up the objective for Clemson. And I think that they just got it. I really think that there's no chance for the Boozel boys really to come back from this. Reinhardt is... Nope, he's not going for it. It looks like he was, but he is not. And now the Boozel boys just have to guess which way Clemson Esports is going to come from. I think they're trying to go up top, so we could see something going on, but Reinhardt almost gets caught by the Widowmaker. Blue 2 switches from Reaper back to Widowmaker. Excuse me. And a 1v1 fight for Widowmaker versus Widowmaker. Farah doing lots of work. I think has been a pretty star player for Clemson Esports. Being able to get that opening DPS and damage onto the heroes. And it now looks like Clemson Esports is going to opt to go towards the right side. Boozel boys starting to notice this. May trying to go for the long range ice pick kill. But Reinhardt charges onto point with Zenyatta. Ana misses the opportunity, taken down. And this is now Clemson Esports using most of their ults. I actually think they used all of them. Mercy's gonna go for the... Mercy gets the Widowmaker. No, I guess it was the Pharah, but Mercy does a lot of damage onto the Widowmaker. Again, Mercy's pistol is actually like pretty good. Does a lot of damage, so you can do a lot of damage with it, is what I'm trying to say. But Brigitte taken down. No more players on site except for the Reinhardt. Nope, Lucio. Taken down though, so this could be the point for Clemson if they're gonna take it down. Take it downtown. So Clemson Esports picks up 2, tying at 2-2. They were able to capture the point actually quicker than the Boozel boys were, so I think that's kind of interesting to see. There wasn't much of a counter for Farah. I know the Widowmaker was probably a pretty key component of trying to get Farah, but there wasn't too much going on for that. So I think there was a Narissa at one point, but Sleever now switches towards Ryan. Maybe Szechuan's getting a little tired of playing Reinhardt himself, switching now to McCree for DPS. Again, no Ashe. So maybe she's not yet been fully integrated and learned by both teams just yet. Still, definitely there's some time to learn all the tips and tricks for Ashe. YouTubers need to make their YouTube tutorials of how to play Ashe. And actually, Blue 2 opens up, gets the Widowmaker. This could be a perfect opportunity. Mercy does res Widowmaker though, so rip. I did not think that one through. Reinhardt catches Ana. I think the Sleever took down his shield at the wrong time. Widowmaker taken down by Widowmaker. And there's actually no change for the heroes on Clemson Esports. McCree almost takes down Reinhardt to half health, and Farah trying to do some more damage from up top. Most of the players for the Boozel boys are having a bit of a hard time trying to open up onto Objective A. But they could do something. Sleeve charges in, taken down. This is a bit of a push, but not really working too well. Oh, you know what? Actually, they're doing a good job. I was focused on the Reinhardt and Sleever getting that kill too much. I didn't notice that everyone else went off. So that's awkward. Point getting captured for the Boozel boys. which now means that Clemson has to reset. Still no change for Clemson. Easy for the Boozel boys to read what exactly could happen. I don't... Oh, they're actually going to charge through mid. Risky, though. Oh my gosh! Sleeve denies the enemy Reinhardt's Earth Shatter, and Brigitte takes down Reinhardt. Justice reigns from above as Farah takes down 3. 60 seconds for the Boozel boys to push onto this last point. But I don't really think they're going to have it, and I think that they're going to have at least one more push inside of themselves. They have an ultimate for Reinhardt. Sleever has his Earth Shatter. And... oh, well that's awkward. Slippery Rock is now down healer. So that makes this push even harder. 30 seconds for the Boozel boys. And they could just wait for Brigitte to come back, but I think they're going to try and charge into this. Yeah, 19 seconds when they finally enter onto site. Now a Junkrat instead of a Farah, I think. And 9 seconds, still not getting onto site. Maybe they're just waiting until the last moment. Yeah, I think that's what was happening. I was a little worried that they were going to completely forget that there were only 10 seconds, but they did get it. Zenyatta uses his Q ability, but Zarya kind of messes with her grab. Didn't line it up just yet, and Clemson takes round 3. Well, they don't take it, but Boozel boys were only able to get objective A. I think I'm actually probably going to say that Clemson is probably going to take the next 2. It didn't take them very long to get objective A, and after that, objective B was pretty easy. There were some moments where it looked like Clemson wasn't really going to have it, but they've really shown a really strong defense and offense on Hanamura. And I don't really know what happened going from Busan to Hanamura. Maybe there was a bit of a change in the comp. There wasn't. I mean, they started off with 3 healers, so that wasn't a really great start. I don't know. Blue 2 on Bastion. Yeah, they're really just going full defense at this point. But I guess having 3 healers to start off with wasn't working for them. They noticed that pretty quickly, so they were able to change up their roster. Not their roster, their team composition. Sorry. Mei is dancing with her robot. That's very cute. Okay. Alright. Again, Farah seeming to be the key component to this team. Oh, Reinhardt is going to get taken down. Perfect wall from Mei. Bastion catching out Farah, but the Widowmaker could actually get the Bastion. Bastion just backing off, trying to stay behind the Rein shield. And those rocks really do a good job. I'm not sure if he really notices that he's hitting a lot of rocks. Okay, never mind. I take that back. He wasn't, but towards the beginning he was hitting. He was missing a lot of his shots there, just hitting the boulder back there. But now Bastion has a perfect opportunity to get more damage. And it looks like he could possibly get a little bit more. No, Bastion gets taken down. And Reinhardt actually gets the Ana. Clemson opens up towards objective A. Looks like they could get this. Zarya last left alive. Backing off. Widowmaker tries to pick her off. Not yet able to get it. And Farah could actually get Zarya. Yeah, wow. Okay, that was a really good pick by Farah. Boozel boys set up towards the top of objective B. And and okay, yeah. Sichuan trying to do work. Justice raining from above. Reinhardt doesn't have his shield up at the right opportunity. Catches out a little bit of the Boozel boys. And I think this is just going to go the way of Clemson. Yep, they're taking map 2. So 1-1. Map 3 is going to be the decider. And Boozel boys are playing Blizzard World. So. Oh, see the play of the game. Alright, here we go. Hanzo, he's gonna shoot arrows and do stuff. Oh my gosh, hits the D.Va in the face on objective A, takes down the Reinhardt, uses his E ability. Probably gonna take down the Moira. Oh my gosh, on fire. And that Zenyatta actually, wow, 9,000 healing. That's probably more than the Mercy, but yeah. 'Twas a loss for that map. Possibly could be a win for the Boozel boys if they take Blizzard World, but there's a lot of competition going on between both of the teams, and I think the competition's pretty even right now. This is exactly like the CSGO game where it seems like Rock Hard CS Green were pretty evenly matched against UPIT University. So we'll see what happens for Baylor University, but right now this is a pretty tense match. It looked like the Boozel boys were going to have it during the first round of Hanamura, but don't think that was the case considering that they lost. Now switching over to Blizzard World, we're going to try and get into this match. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Apparently there were some technical difficulties working out death cams and all that stuff, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Now entering the game. Yep. All teams are ready.
Welcome to Blizzard World.
And now looking at the comp for the Boozel boys. Ashe, they're going to try again for an Ashe in their comp. Blue 2 did good work with McCree, so I probably think that he's going to do good work with Ashe as well. Mercy and Pharah. Oh, sorry, take that back. 2 tanks. Zarya and Reinhardt for the Boozel boys. Yeah, Mercy's probably going to heal and damage boost the Pharah most of the game. So I'm pretty sure that the Brigitte is just going to be doing a majority of her healing on players that are solely on the ground. Pharah really needs to open up on this map, especially. There's a lot of open spaces where Pharah can capitalize on the players on the enemy team. So I think that for this first point on objective A, Pharah will really be able to do a lot of good work. Unless Clemson has a Widowmaker, or even a Soldier. Both of those would completely wipe out the Pharah. And we are going to be seeing the Boozel boys pushing from left side. So you don't really want to be going from the center on this map. And there's a Junkrat and a Widowmaker. Orisa and D.Va. And Zarya sort of denies the Junkrat a little bit. But Austin Esports is held up tight up top. Brigitte is gonna almost take down the D.Va. Unfortunately, Zenyatta backed him up. And Reinhardt almost gets the Zenyatta. Zenyatta unfortunately recognizes that the Reinhardt's trying to target him. Oh my gosh, he's so low. Yes, finally gets the Zenyatta, but at what cost? he pushed in a little too much. Meanwhile, Ashe doing work as DPS almost takes down D.Va out of her mech. Zarya tries to go for Orisa. But if you heard there, Ashe threw her dynamite. And it's Ashe versus Ashe right now. Clemson Esports realizing that Ashe is working for the Boozel boys, so they're gonna go for Ashe themselves. Orisa really needs to get taken down, not sure why she's been alive this long. But Mercy is currently damage boosting Ashe on the enemy team. Ashe really hasn't opened up too much, but if you saw there, Orisa tried to grab everyone into the middle, and then Ashe threw her E ability. Bob's going out. Bob, do something. Bob's gonna get wrecked though. Yeah, Bob is dead. Ashe is still up top though. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure that they should have killed. She just died. She didn't want to feed any of the Boozel boys. She just committed suicide. Oh my gosh, that's brutal, man. D.Va trying to use her ult, get any damage, doesn't actually get any damage at all. Ryan does a perfect job blocking that ult with his shield. But now Reinhardt instead of Orisa, and Junkrat could try and do some damage. Reinhardt actually gets, oh my gosh, Reinhardt gets the ultimate ability with his E. Reinhardt tries to go off, actually gets one, could go for a third. Yeah, the big play is coming out from the Boozel boys as they're just completely able to wipe. And a team kill for the Boozel boys. Reinhardt trying to show that he is victorious. Ashe, also a key component for that team kill. Lots and lots of damage, especially with the E, which is basically a firebomb that does damage over time. So now Clemson Esports opting for a Pharah. Still have an Ashe. Zenyatta taking down Mei, but Mercy just quickly reses. Brigida meanwhile pushes in, temporarily stuns the Reinhardt, but not too much going on. Mei uses the Blizzard, which is able to take down Brigida and Reinhardt. Mercy, meanwhile, not realizing that Brigida is low. Oh, it's a Mercy v Mercy fight. But the enemy Mercy backs off just in time. Brigida running a little low on health. I think she was trying to get targeted. Bob again? Wow. Bob gets taken down. Pharah tries to use her Justice, but fails miserably. And meanwhile, the Pharah is going to try and target the Ashe. Ashe getting taken down to 85 HP. But good healing coming out from Mercy and also from Brigida. Mostly from Brigida, actually. And lots of ults. Wow, geez, I just don't even know what's going on. How does Boozel Boys go from loss on Hanamura to just a complete swipe on Blizzard World? It almost seemed like it was too easy for them. Gonna take a swig of water. Very exhausting. Also very exhausted for some reason. Oh, and I all tapped. Sorry about that. So yeah, 3-0. Boozel Boys are currently leading. If Clemson Esports doesn't get any of the objectives, then that means that Boozel Boys are automatically going to win. And Boozel Boys don't really think that they're changing their comp too much. Baba Gump is going to choose Ana. Good nano boost coming out from her, if you remember in Busan, where she nano boosted the Reinhardt. But not seeing a Torbjorn or a, wow, a Bastion. Oh man, I'm tired, dude. As you can see by this just like complete decline in my ability to talk right now. How am I gonna be able to cast the 9:30 game? Oh man, I don't know. And then I have an 8 a.m. in the morning. Ah, dude. This sucks, man. Boozel boys are just gonna be waiting up top. Reinhardt pulls out his shield. And this is now gonna mean that DPS really need to shine. Reinhardt going towards the middle, but other teammates on Clemson are gonna go towards the left, actually. And gonna start to get onto site. Reinhardt actually, oh my gosh, gets the enemy Reinhardt. Clemson tries to overwhelm. Oh, but he's gonna get the second, could go for a third. Wow, geez, he gets a third. I don't think Clemson wanted that to happen at all. Meanwhile, Zarya tries to build up her grab by using her right click. Hanzo gets a perfect pick onto Brigitte, leaving only one healer left. And meanwhile, with Mercy damage boosting Hanzo, that's really going to open up DPS. Hammer down solely on Mercy. Unfortunately, Zarya tries to protect her, but at what cost? Mercy gets taken down anyways. Clemson has a perfect opportunity. They're getting a lot of picks, but Zarya is still on point. Still waiting for teammates to come back. I think this point's just going to get taken. And unfortunately, the Hanzo on Clemson is really opening up. Getting a lot of important frags, if you remember. Got the kill onto Brigitte, which opened up that objective. So Clemson has one objective already captured. They still have to push the payload, and if it really took them that long, then hopefully it takes them 4 minutes to not capture another another checkpoint. Meanwhile, Szechuan still holding out very strong as Reinhardt. And Genji versus Hanzo, taking down the Hanzo. It was actually, oh my gosh, gets the Mercy. Nano boost for Reinhardt. But Genji on the enemy team gets nano boosted. And this fight is probably going to win the way of Clemson. Mei tries to freeze a couple of the enemy players, but does not get enough. Payload keeps on pushing. I hope that the Boozel boys can try and contest this checkpoint here, but yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Pushing out as many ults as they possibly can. Brigitte uses her rally. But Zarya and Hanzo ult. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was not good at all. Mercy is going to try and res. Clemson gets the payload towards a checkpoint, and now this is the final haul onto the last objective. So all 5 teammates for Clemson push together as a team. Zarya tries to go for a flank. She has her grab, so this could possibly work, but Reinhardt's still alive. Using the grab, flanking from behind. Oh my gosh, perfect push! Genji using the ult to his advantage. Able to get as many kills as possible. A team kill coming out. Oh no, that wasn't a team kill. I think there was at least one still alive. But wow, that was a perfect push by the Boozel boys. Try and deny that payload to be pushed any further. Meanwhile, they do not have most of their ults. I don't think any of the teammates have their ults except for Reinhardt. Reinhardt charge against each other. Unfortunately, unfortunately, it's the enemy Reinhardt who's gonna benefit from this. Genji tries to go for healers, but Zarya protects them just in time. Genji goes for a flank, trying to go for Zenyatta and Mercy at the same time. Deflects some bullets, but not able to block all. Zenyatta actually gets taken down on the Boozel boys. And Moira now has her ult, using it to her advantage, gonna get a lot of damage. Reinhardt still going off. But Mei almost gets taken down. Ooh, she could still get taken down actually. And there's now a Tracer for Clemson. And Tracer really doing a lot of work. 2 minutes and 53 seconds for Clemson to push on to this last objective. So this is looking like it could possibly happen. But there's still a lot of time. We don't know exactly what could happen. And that Hanzo ult completely denies the Boozel boys. Mei putting up a shield as the last defense. But there's a lot of contesting going on and not a lot of pushing. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh no, round 2. Clemson picks up 3. But the Boozel boys are gonna have to push and get the objective quicker before Clemson Esports did. Clemson Esports only has 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Boozel boys have 3 minutes exactly, so they have an extra 40 minutes, or 40 minutes. They have an extra 40 seconds to do something. And this game could actually carry over to... Nah, I don't think it's going to carry over to the next match. It's 9 o'clock, so it's not like it's going to carry over till 9:30. I doubt it will. Triple overtime. That never happens in Overwatch, by the way. So same comp for the Boozel boys. Blue 2 switches from Ashe to oh my gosh, McCree. Again, brain farts hello. Puts up a thumbs up, maybe rallying the teams. Confidence levels I think have been pretty well. Been pretty good. So I think that both teams, again like I've said, are pretty equal in their skill level. So this is a pretty good match that we're seeing right now. McCree locks on to the Pharah, tries to go for a little bit of opening damage, but the Mercy, oh my gosh, Mei actually gets taken down. Mercy has to wait for her next res. Reinhardt pushes in a little bit too much. Mei using her ice, but a lot of the players for Boozel boys have been completely obliterated, and this now means that objective A is just going to go the way of Clemson Esports already. Wow, that was really quick. So the payload pushes further and further. Clemson Esports pushes this payload all the way, and it's going to be really hard for the Boozel boys to contend against that, considering that their defense right now isn't very good, so their confidence levels could get brought down a little bit. Meanwhile, Mei, with her ice shield, catches out Reinhardt, and Boozel boys are actually able to take him down. But Mercy uses her res on Reinhardt. Now have another shield, and now that Reinhardt ultimate going down, Reinhardt 1v1 trying to go out, but not really happening. And Mercy has to run away. Probably gonna get taken down by the Pharah. Oh, she's gonna go for the fight. Oh, okay, maybe not. She tried to use her shift, but Hanzo was a little too on top of that game. Meanwhile, it's probably gonna look like a Pharah v Pharah. Hanzo, meanwhile, tries to go for the kill, but a little too long range, might add. McCree, meanwhile, tries to go for the Zarya, gets immediately taken down, and just a really good push from Clemson, completely obliterating the Boozel boys. They don't really have any chance to combat. 10 seconds on the clock. Clemson could try to push onto this final checkpoint, but I don't know. I think the Boozel boys have it in them to actually do something. Meanwhile, Pharah uses her ultimate. Enemy Pharah tries to go for the kill, but a little too late. Blue 2 flanks from behind, takes down 2. 17 HP left for him, and he actually exits at the right time. Brigitte taken down. Reinhardt has his Earth Shatter, but Hanzo with the ultimate takes down Sleever. Hanzo takes down Zenyatta, and that is now round 3 complete. Clemson picks up 2 rounds. So the Boozel boys have 3 minutes to work with. I'm not sure if they'll be able to get 2 rounds. We shall see. We shall see indeed. Blue 2 actually going for Moira. I think Rocky Swartz. No, that's not their name. I think the Boozel boys are going for a dive comp with the Diva and the Lucio. But 3 healers in the past we've seen hasn't worked out for Boozel boys. Although we never know, it could work out now.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Lucio's just gonna be bopping around, using his speed boost his ability. Whoa, that man's a speed demon. Oh man. Just keeps bopping. What a legend. A legend among men.
3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
It looks like the Boozel boys are actually going to opt to go through mid. And Clemson Esports sticks out towards their same spot that they were holding at last round. Boozel boys get onto point. Reinhardt pushes, but catches the other Reinhardt off guard. Could actually take him down. Gets taken down. Soldier 76 was used to target the Pharah, but some casualties for the Boozel boys, some casualties for Clemson Esports. Too close to tell what exactly could happen. Sleever gets the pick onto Zenyatta, opens it up. Only 1 healer remains. Reinhardt. Oh my gosh, and Diva and Moira actually getting 2 picks as well. So it was a lot quicker, definitely, for the Boozel boys, for them to control that control point. Zarya tries to build up her ult. Right click city, but Pharah actually, I think, was trying to flank. Clemson's just trying to pull out whatever strats they can right now, trying to deny the Boozel boys. I'm sure they think that Pharah is working right now, but we'll just have to see. This 3 healer comp that's going on right now seems to be working right now, so I'm not really seeing too many problems. Meanwhile, Diva tries to go for Soldier 76. Although his ult is able to take down 2, could go for a 3rd. Brigitte brought down low, but Reinhardt versus Reinhardt match. I feel like we keep on seeing this, a 1v1, Reinhardt v Reinhardt. That could just be how the game is supposed to be played. But again, Boozel boys are able to mysteriously capture these points very quickly. 1 minute left. Lots of ults going out. I think that Clemson Esports is trying to have at least one last go, knowing that this is probably their second to last chance before the Boozel boys win the game. Not saying that they will win the game. Not sure why Clifford actually killed himself. Probably just a mistake. So 30 seconds left on the clock.
30 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure if the Boozel boys will actually be able to do this. I think I misjudged how far the payload was actually pushed. So, a lot of ults though for the Boozel boys. Not sure how many ults are coming out, but haven't really seen an ult from Hanzo yet. I think he's really just building that up till the last second to use it. Hammer goes down, but gets denied by the Reinhardt shield. Grab meanwhile for Zarya. And lots of ults coming out. Justice trying to rain from above, able to take down 3, goes for a 4th. Vegeta gets taken down. And most of the Boozel boys are actually going to get taken down. Zarya, or sorry, Diva last left alive, but gets taken down. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the game. Defeat. Boozel boys losing, unfortunately. They picked up map 1. Busan lost Hanamura.
Play of the game.
And now lost Blizzard World. So unfortunate. It was very, very close, but unfortunately the Boozel boys didn't have too much to work with in the end. Only 30 seconds, and Clemson Esports was actually able to do a lot more with a lot less time that they had. So I think again that Pharaoh was a big